Hey everyone, it's Brandon here again for another video. Um, Having a little trouble sleeping, and while I was thinking and listening to a podcast, I had an idea come to mind that I've thought about before that I've not really heard anyone else bring up or discuss in years of being a spiritual seeker, researching spirituality, practicing spirituality, different techniques, different methods, learning from various different traditions, religions, whatever. Um, I haven't seen anyone explain how meditation is a completely unnatural process, and one of the more unnatural ways of practicing spirituality. Does it mean it's not an effective way? No. But ultimately, one of the main arguments for um, meditation in certain spiritual circles um, over the use of uh, a variety of different methods, but there's one in specific that a lot of meditators are against, uh, and that is the use of psychedelics. I'm specifically going to be talking about one psychedelic, which I think is the most natural um, thing that you could, basically, the most natural spiritual process, um, or arguably one of the most spiritual practices that you could do. That's eating psilocybin mushrooms. But meditation is unnatural because and actually, if you're interested and you want to get the most out of this video, if I were you, I would pause this video, use whatever device you're using to watch it, to go online and do a search, either through your favorite search engine or going to your favorite online dictionary and looking up the definition of nature. What you'll find there is essentially is going to tell you nature is the physical world, everything of the earth, opposed to humans or human creations. So, knowing that definition, meditation is a completely human creation. We do not see any other beings meditating as far as we can tell. Of course, we can't tell quite if a tree is meditating, if a blade of grass is meditating. Maybe they are. Who knows? But there's no evidence to support that, really. No hard evidence whatsoever. So we have to then kind of come to the conclusion that you know nothing in nature is meditating, as far as we know. Meditation has been created by humans. Meditation is not something that we naturally feel inclined to do in our most animalistic natures, or our most the things about human nature that are most connected to other natural processes, um, such as what animals do. What do we have in common most with animals? We breathe oxygen, we eat food, we defecate or excrete toxins or undesirable um, chemical things, physical things that aren't advantageous to our system. Um, anyway, those are some very natural things to do. Eating is one of the most natural things that humans, by definition, being completely divorced from nature, um, it's one of the most natural things we can do. And of course, hunter gatherers at some point in time uh, would find themselves eating mushrooms. And in some of the climates where psilocybin mushrooms are common, it's not really a hard stretch of the imagination to think that one of these hunter-gatherer groups would have come across psilocybin mushrooms and eaten them and discovered the effects. And likely had, some of the people would have had what we now call a mystical experience. Um, mystical experiences are, widely known to come from psilocybin mushrooms. Various cultures have called them things such as the flesh of the gods. That's what the Aztecs called them. Um, but anyway, so eating, one of the most natural things a human can do, or one of the things that aligns most with what nature does, as far as organisms. They consume things. And so, yeah, eating a mushroom is incredibly natural. Sitting, you know, sitting in silence, putting away all of your normal survival urges, actually actively going against them and fighting them, at least at the beginning of your meditative journey. That's what it's going to be like. No one, as far as I've ever heard of, meditates easily at the beginning. There's always some resistance, always. It can be an itch, it can be back pain, it can be neck pain, it can be thoughts about, am I sitting correctly? So many different things. It's something that, is completely against our nature, as, a biological organism. Eating is not against that. And, psilocybin mushrooms are as much a part of nature as anything else. And they obviously are of the earth as much as anything else. So it's just really funny to me that, a person would use meditation being a natural approach as somehow justifying it as a more effective or more appropriate way of discovering spirituality or delving deeper into it. It's just completely absurd. It's completely against all definitions. It's completely against all understanding of what natural is. And yeah, so meditation is not natural. It's completely a human creation. Eating is not. Mushrooms are not. I've already said these things, reiterating them right now. I think you get the gist. I could go on in this video, but I think I've gotten my message across. Using meditation as being natural over psychedelic use, saying that psychedelic use is unnatural, is ridiculous. And I'm not the at all the first person to suggest that in our ancient history, actually probably before even the creation of civilizations or agriculture, there's an incredibly high probability that humans discovered the mystical properties of psilocybin mushrooms. And only thousands and thousands of years later, after civilization, after agriculture, after more complex language was developed, after, many different things, finally meditation was created as a practice. So don't use meditation being a natural thing as an argument. It's completely absurd, ridiculous, and stupid. So, of course, I'm biased, and I love psilocybin mushrooms. They're amazing. There's a reason why they're colloquially called magic mushrooms. Why so many different cultures have worshipped them. So many different cultures have found medicinal, spiritual, psychological value in them. So, anyway, this is just one more video from a fan of mushrooms, And yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. I'm not gonna pressure you and clickbait you and, you know, try to coerce you into doing that. But I enjoy talking about psychedelics. I enjoy talking about mental health. I enjoy talking about personal development, spirituality, and several other things on my channel. So if you found this interesting, you'll probably find something else interesting in my future videos. So anyway, give this a like if you enjoyed it. Comment below if you have any questions, or comment below if you'd like to actually have a conversation with me. I really do enjoy speaking with my viewers, and if you find any of my videos interesting or my perspectives interesting, I'm sure we could have a great conversation. So comment below, and we can find a way to link up, and if you want, maybe we can do a podcast sometime. Anyway, signing off now. Hope you have a good day.